us today. Thank you so much for being here. I just got word that our guest is trying to join, I think maybe experiencing a few technical difficulties, so should be able to start in just a few moments. Good morning, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Hopefully you're enjoying your day. Oh, wonderful. I see our lovely guest has joined us today. All right, let's see here. Right, I'm just inviting him to become, to go live with me. Should take just a minute. All right, we are set, I think. Sandeep, can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Well, thank you so much. Thank you so much for being here with us today. Let's go ahead and get started. So, hello everybody. Once again, welcome. My name is Shivani. I am the United Nations Youth Representative for the Brahma Kumaris. I've been a part of the Brahma Kumaris for over 2 decades now, and I use my professional background in public health in this role of being the youth representative, mainly to help bring attention to the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. So for those of you who may not have heard of the UN Sustainable Development Goals, or SDGs as we call them, it's a collection of about 17 goals that were designed through global partnerships to call attention and to be a call to action and to be a blueprint for helping to achieve a better world. And one of those goals, SDG number 10, is specifically focused on reducing inequality in the world, all types of inequality. So today we have with us a very special guest, Mr. Sandeep Trivedi, to talk with us about his work in reducing inequality. Now, Sandeep has a master's in English literature and is currently an English teacher in India, but he has an incredible career that includes being a radio host and an international cricket player. So many hats he's wearing right now. But probably one of his biggest roles, I think he would agree, is being a disability rights activist. So as a visually impaired person himself, he has just dedicated himself to making the world a better place by reducing all of these inequalities in his community. So Sandeep, thank you for being here with us today. We're very excited to hear about your story and journey. I wanted to first just ask you if you can share with us a little bit about your personal experience with inequality and why this SDG number 10 is so important to you.
First of all, I would like to thank Brahma Kumaris in the USA for inviting me today in this very special talk. Okay, let me introduce myself first. I am Sandeep Kumar Trivedi from India, Ajmer, Rajasthan. I am visually impaired. I cannot see. I am a teacher and I am a social worker as well. I do some social work for visually challenged people. We work for the education, empowerment, and employment. There are so many problems in India, and the problem for the differently abled people are very much keen to me because I also belong to that community. So when I got chance to do something, when I was able to do something for my community, I started work for visually impaired people in 2010 when I was also a student. We started recordings of various study materials and provide them in all over India. There are 3,000 people associated with us today. As I say, STG is important to me because, as I said earlier, there are so many problems, and this Sustainable Development Goal talks on every issue. It includes every social problem, and the persons who are working for the differently abled people wherever in the world uh, may, uh, believes that if all the governments, all the departments includes these issues, there would be no different, there would be no inequality, there would be no backward. So that is my point.
Thank you. Absolutely. I agree with you that this idea of reducing inequalities really cuts across all of life and so many issues. Will you tell us a little bit about, you've already hinted at it a bit, but can you tell us a little bit more about how you're using your experiences and skills to reduce inequality in your community? What type of work you're doing? Who are you working with? What are some of the projects you're involved in?
Definitely. When we work with society, we feels everywhere that in today, 22nd century, also there are so many instances full of inequality. People do not accept that the differently abled people are ahead of us. They are using their talent. They are showing their talent. They are using the technology, because so many people are poor in technology in India, especially I can say in my at my place in my city where I am working. So first, when I joined in government service, my work was teaching. I teach the students, but slowly I understood that my colleagues think that I'm blind, I'm not as able as they. So I thought I have to do something. Slowly, I told everybody that I know computers, I know about technology, and everywhere when they face any problem, I solve that problem through using my knowledge. They understood that this guy is something different.
Mhm.
Then they realized that we should accept his talent. So after so many years in my job, today they today they say that he is beyond of us. He knows everything. Everybody knows in my department, in my uh, office. But this is my personal, experience. But in education, in jobs, in working with government departments, we feel that there are so many differences, there are so many uh, problems. So now I am working for the persons for which belongs to me. I work for blind people. As I said, we are working uh, as the representative of this society. I started and social. I call it social startup. Today, everybody talks about the startups. We call it social startups. Startup named Recording Club, in which we educate our people. We technically try to sound them in every field, whether it would be mobile, computers, or through YouTube talks, through various podcasts. So now people are understanding that there is something which we have to understand, that nobody is disabled. Because if we say anybody is disabled, somebody is disabled, that means the whole world is disabled. So we are working to realize the people that do not accept anybody through his physical problem, accept them through their knowledge, through their inner wisdom.
Absolutely. That's amazing. Will you tell us a little bit about the recording club you've started? How does that work? You have members, I think, on a WhatsApp group, and what type of work are they doing for the community?
Your voice is breaking.
Let me move a little closer. I was just asking if you could, in 1 minute, just tell us a little bit about specifically the RC Club, the recording club that you founded. What type of work are they doing? I think it sounds like they're doing lots of different recordings. Oh, okay. Is now any better? Is it any better now?
No, not at all.
Same? No. Okay. Let me try.
Still. Yeah, now it's better.
Now it's better? Okay, great.
Yeah.
Sorry for that. I was just asking about if you can tell us in one more minute about the recording club, and how big of a group do you have working there, and what type of work are they doing for the community?
Can you repeat your question again, please?
Yes. The recording club that you founded, what type of work are they doing?
Okay. Actually, basically, as the name represents, recording club, that means we do recordings of various study materials, and through recording we club everybody, we club everything. That means we call it recording club, and we work for all the visually impaired people. We do recordings of university level education, competitive exams, or school education. Everything we record, because we feel that there are so many inaccessible study materials in India. So we provide them every study material in accessible format, whether newspapers, magazines, any document, any circular, anything. we will provide them.
Wow, that's amazing.
We teach them how to use technology. We teach our people how to use Android mobile, iPhones, Windows 10 computers, everything. How to present yourself in the society, what to do for to show your true talent.
Wow. I think you are, that work is really empowering many people by
and
giving.
and yeah, and I can say Recording Club is the biggest virtual platform in India right now.
Mm, wow. Yeah, I think you said there were over 3,000 members in this group that are working on all of these efforts, which is incredible.
Because sometimes ago the time was for the actual NGO, but now the time, and after the special after the COVID period, it hold the world on virtual platform.
Definitely. You are ahead of the game.
and our members say that recording club has started the recording club has started to virtually in 2016, and corona comes in 2020.
You were prepared. That's
Yes, we were prepared to face the challenges, to face the problems. That's why we call ourselves ready to face challenges.
exactly. Well, that leads me to my next question, which is about some of the biggest challenges that you faced in your work and what has sort of given you the strength to keep going. You must have faced many
And
challenges both as a child and now as an adult. What has given you the strength to keep going?
actually, my strength is creativity
Hmm.
and positivity. But I must admit that there are so many challenges in our society. In fact, in our family, we face many challenges to fight for establish ourselves.
Hmm.
They think, our family members think that you cannot do this, you can't do this, you can you may you may fell, may fall and break your legs or anything. So we have to realize them that we can do anything, we can do everything. But family understands, but society cannot understand. Society do not understand. Society do not want to be first in society, in India especially. So everybody knows that a blind people can read through braille lipi, but they do not want, the biggest challenge is they do not want to believe that we can use technology, we can use mobile phone. This is the main situation in India.
Hmm.
Yes.
Wow.
So we are working for educate the people also. We are working to educate the society also. Not only our people, but the society also. That is the biggest challenge.
Yeah, absolutely. I think with any of these big issues, it has to be a community effort and everybody needs to support and be involved in their own way. A lot of it is education like you're doing, teaching the families, supporting families. So I think I agree that holistic approach is important.
Definitely.
Yeah. So you've already given some wonderful advice already, but if you were to speak to the next generation who are going to pick up this same activist work, what advice do you have for them or advice for children who are facing some of these big inequalities in their own homes?
Yeah. Actually, there is some incidents with me that we we understand that society do not understand. That's why now what is happening, we are working with the young generation. through our platform, through Recording Club. We contact with college people, college students, college going students, school going students, because they are the future. If they will understand that what is the disability, what is the need of any differently abled people, after some years, there would be no inequality in society.
Definitely.
So I would like to say, young generation that, as I said earlier, do not accept, do not understand, do not accept anybody through his disability, through his physical disability. Accept them, understand them, and try to believe them that they are the part of the society. And it is also for the, it is also for the differently abled people also. They also believe that we are one of the society. We are the part of one this society.
Absolutely. I think that's wonderful advice. Absolutely. I think
Yes,
with every generation, we make one step closer to the world we want to see. So you are doing your part, and I'm sure the next generation will make you proud and take that even further.
exactly. We will see that, so after some years there would be no inequality in the world.
Absolutely. And I think what's important to remember also is that achieving these, reducing inequality you don't need big governments or big organizations to start doing that work. It really comes from the community itself and from people like you who have the courage to say, this is a problem and we need to change it, and using your own resources to organize people and bring them together and really make change at the grassroots community level, because then you can really see it yourself. And I think that's where a lot of change happens from, is right from the ground, with people who are tired of the inequalities and situations they are facing and are really ready to be a leader.
Definitely, definitely. I got very important point through your talk, that we also teach our people that government is behind us. Government is after us. We are first. We are first.
Yeah, you're pushing the boundary forward, and then others will
Yes.
follow after you. Definitely.
In Hindi, I can say, सरकार से पहले खुद कुछ करके दिखलाएं.
Hmm.
We have to do something before government. Not we do not wait for the government.
Yeah, we cannot wait for change to happen by others. We have to be the ones to start. Definitely.
Yes.
Wow. Well, this has been such a wonderful talk. Is there anything else you would like to share with those who are listening about your work or dreams or future work?
I can say, I would like to say, everybody, be creative, be positive, and be active.
Beautiful. Perfect ending. Well, thank you so much for being with us today. I think we have all been inspired by the work you're doing in reducing those inequalities in your communities. And I think we can all take those same words of advice and apply it to our own homes. So thank you so much. And we are giving lots of blessings for continued success in your work.
Thanks a lot. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. All right. Thank you. And thank you, everybody, for joining us today. If you joined a little bit later, the video should be posted on the Brahma Kumaris UN page a little later today if you want to watch from the beginning. So thank you again for joining us, and hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Okay. Om Shanti.